Hey everybody, Jacob Martinez here, founder and CEO of Digital Nest, with you tonight to celebrate our 8th birthday. And again with me is
Jenna Rodriguez, Senior Development Manager here at Digital Nest. And 8 years, wow, how does it feel?
Yeah, 8 years. It's been a crazy year, and for a lot of people, multiple years has been pretty crazy. But it's, I can't ask for a better place to come every day and work, to be surrounded by young, creative, skilled, talented, excited young people who are really looking to better themselves and better their families, and to do all that work with people like you and all of our colleagues, and to get support from many of you out there to do this work. So it's been a crazy year. It's been tough on a lot of us, tough on our families, but really just great to be here to celebrate all of our accomplishments.
Yeah, and speaking of young people, inspiring young people, all of our production here is made possible by our business interns and our crew. So I want to just give them a quick shout out. They're all behind the scenes right now. Thank you all for making this possible. And before we really dive into this, I heard you have a special announcement for everyone tonight.
Yes, very special. One of our dear friends, supporters, Guy Kawasaki, tech entrepreneur, tech evangelist. Him and his family are putting a challenge out there for all of you and all of us to level up for our young people and to support our young people. And so he's going to be matching dollar for dollar up to $50,000, any donations that come in. So many of you out there have received our mailer home. This is your chance to make a donation. Many of you go onto our website and donate there. Don't send those envelopes back in, but dollar for dollar, Guy Kawasaki and his family will be matching all donations through the end of the year.
Wow, that's incredible. Thank you, Guy. Thank you for all your support, everything that you do for us here at Digital Nest. And just to kick it off with some inspiration and take a deeper dive into what we do here at the Nest, let's check out this video.
In 2014, we launched Digital Nest in forgotten communities throughout the Bay Area. Forgotten because there are thousands of young people that live in these communities that weren't getting equal access to jobs and opportunities throughout the Bay Area. We knew that if we invested in these young people and gave them the skills, the resources, and the networks, that they could be the leaders that we need in our communities and in these companies. These young people getting these opportunities will help themselves thrive, their families, and their communities.
The Nest offers members a variety of opportunities to explore different career paths that they may be interested in for their futures. For instance, the Digital Arts and Technology program is there for members who are interested in video production, graphic design, and even photography. Members can elect to take any of the courses that correspond to their areas of interest within the Digital Arts and Technology program. Meanwhile, the Web Information and Technology program is there for members who are interested in everything involved with web and IT. Everything from web development to web design to building out IT infrastructures and getting to know how to work with computers is the focus of the Web Information and Technology program. The People Projects and Leadership program is there for members who want to practice their organizing skills. Everything from project management, event coordination, and community organizing is at the center of the People Projects and Leadership program. In all, the Nest offers members different opportunities to get involved with different career paths.
NestEd is within everything we do at the Nest. It is in our HR procedures, how we interact with our co-work community, and how we view and treat our members. The role of NestEd is to provide a framework to explore the culture, values, and life skills, as well as the role that staff play in supporting the understanding and growth in each other. And all of our Nest members, staff are able to reflect on our Nest organizational values and practice the soft skills that we aspire to cultivate within all of our members.
BizNest is our digital media production agency where interns are paid to refine their technical and soft skills working on real-world projects. Projects such as web development, graphic design, and film production. Our staff work directly with interns to build their portfolios, to build resumes, even on their job searches to launch their careers locally and beyond. BizNest is all about preparing our students to fly from the nest.
NestFly is a career development conference hosted by Digital Nest that brings together youth and young adults from across California. The conference is packed with inspiring speakers, hands-on workshops, powerful panel discussions, networking opportunities, and one-of-a-kind relationships formed with career mentors, all crafted to help young professionals propel their careers no matter what phase of career exploration they are in.
Hey everybody, my name is Marcus Cisneros. I'm a founding Digital Nest member, turned business intern, now a filmmaker and Digital Nest staff member who has the pleasure of teaching other young people skills in the areas of videography and digital media. Here at my time here at the Nest, I have had countless awesome experiences, made some really awesome connections and relationships, and just learned some really important skills that I'll always be grateful for. Look, I was in high school at one point too, in those early stages, really thinking about what am I going to do with my future and my career, and I never really thought that I would use my passion for filmmaking, for movies, for storytelling in general, to help other people find their passion and own their craft here at the Nest. Look, so here's some of my advice from me to you. Go ahead and just get excited about being a part of something that is going to take your goals, your aspirations, your dreams really, and turn them into something real and concrete for your future. Just know that the technical skills you're gonna learn here, in no matter what career field you choose, whether that be digital arts and technology, web information technology, or people, projects, and leadership, those things are great. You're gonna need them, but you're gonna learn soft skills here as well. Team building and leadership skills that are not only going to help prepare you for the job market and make you stand out from everybody else, but are also just going to help you with life in general. At the end of the day, this is a project-based learning environment. We work in teams here. This isn't just like school. Look, just trust that the people here at the Nest are going to have your back through every step of the way. Even those of you who are a bit shy and are going to need to step out of your comfort zone. Just trust the process and just be open-minded. Let's unlock that untapped potential. We want to meet that version of you, and I'm sure you do too.
As I mentioned before, this is my favorite part of the birthday program, showcasing our young leaders. I am so excited to announce that this evening you will get to meet members who are at all stages in their Nest journey, each one of them leveling up their skills, training, and careers. The first member you'll be hearing from today is Freddie. Freddie is a young high school student who is new to the Nest and is so excited to learn more about careers in tech and take advantage of all the opportunities available to him as a Nest member. So now, without further ado, Freddie.
My name is Freddie Lopez, and I've been involved with the Nest since the summer. When I was introduced to the Nest for the first time, what stood out to me was all the opportunities and the things I could grasp and how much I can learn. In my words, I would say that I was a kind of a lost kind of person. I knew what I had my eyes set on, but I didn't know how to get there and what to accomplish in order to get there. What brought me to the Nest was all the opportunities and the pathways I can be involved in and what I could take for granted. It helped me with confidence and it helped me with goals the most, mainly because it gave me a sort of confidence and meaning to talk to people, and the goals part was really just set me forward and showed me what I could do and how I can get there. I'd always had an interest in careers in tech. Just seeing all the people who also have interest in careers in tech, it really just made me like, oh, I want to do this. Like, this seems so cool. They tell me all these things and how much I can accomplish. What I was drawn to was more of programming. So writing things in order for the computer to do has always been so cool to me. Having a group of people who are also like you and want the same things helps us kind of go forward and help each other and kind of grow a bond. I would tell future members, really take the initiative, go and meet people, get connections from other people, learn things that they're able to teach. It's all free, there's nothing holding you back.
Now we're going to hear from Shakira, a member who took advantage of all those opportunities Freddie mentioned in his video. Opportunities you can give to more young people in our community by donating today and doubling your impact. Shakira is utilizing all the tools she has been given through Nest trainings and is now a paid intern here at Digital Nest through our BizNest program. BizNest is giving Shakira the tools she needs to grow personally and professionally, working with real-life clients and growing her professional portfolio. I am so proud to introduce Shakira.
My name is Shakira Nieto. I've been at the Nest for about 4 years and an intern for 1 year. I learned about the internship while taking classes here at the Nest. I applied because one of the instructors here really recommended me. From what she told me, it sounded like I'd be able to learn and work at the same time and get work experience. Before the Nest, I was a pretty shy person. I didn't really have a lot of confidence in myself. I wasn't sure what kind of career goals I had. I just knew I wanted to do something more creative. Well, I really like the environment here. I was pretty nervous about being around everyone, but everyone here is pretty friendly. I think the best part is just having actual projects that I've worked on from different clients around us to be able to show off. I'm not sure what the next 2 to 3 years will be like. I'm feeling more hopeful and I'm excited to learn more new skills. When I think about the Nest coming to other communities, it makes me hopeful that it'll help those communities shine more. If I were to talk to young people from those communities, I would just tell them to go give the Nest a shot. The classes are all free, so they don't have to worry about money, and they'll be learning new skills while working on some cool projects.
Hey everybody, this is a very special time of the program where we honor and recognize employees and board members who have given 5 years of service to the Nest. That's 5 years of dedicated heart and energy and passion, all for our young people. And so first up is Marcus Cisneros. Marcus is somebody who's actually behind the camera tonight, and he's somebody I've known longer than 5 years. Him and I have worked together for lots of years in different programs when he was actually in high school. So Marcus is 5 years, and he's actually leaving the Nest this year, off to another company where he's going to continue to expand his skills and have impact on the world. So we're very proud of him, we're excited for him, and we wish him all the best of luck. Next up is Myra Ruiz. She is one of our dedicated educators that works closely with our youth. She works on all graphic design, everything design, and in fact, most of this campaign was designed by her students. Next up is Jennifer Rigo, our finance manager. She's the one that makes sure that all of our bills are paid, make sure we get our paychecks, and make sure that all of your donations are cared for and have the biggest impact. So thank you, Jennifer, for all your service. Lastly is Matthew Payne, our board president. He's got 1 more year on our board, and then he's going to be terming off. Now, board members do this work all on a voluntary basis. So they're putting hours and hours of work into the Nest for our young people and for our communities. So thank you, Matthew.
You've heard from Freddie, a new Nest member, Shakira, a paid Biz Nest intern, and now I am so excited to introduce Remy. Remy is a Digital Nest alumni who is soaring in his career, a career he is passionate about, one that allows him to unleash his creativity. Here to share with you how Digital Nest has allowed him to soar is Remy.
Hello, my name is Remy Rodriguez, and I am a communication specialist in multimedia at Alumni ESD. I've always been interested in video production, but I never really knew what I wanted to do in it. It wasn't until after I joined the Digital Nest and Biz Nest that I saw the possibilities and what I wanted to focus on. So when I was first introduced to the Nest, my best friend Alex Barra was taking classes, and I followed him there a couple times. I later learned that I could have free access to video equipment and laptops, and I was hooked. So although I was driven to create, I just didn't have the money to purchase any equipment. I've always had a go-getter attitude. I wanted to say yes to any project that came my way. But when I envision the Digital Nest in underserved communities, I see other kids that are driven and wanting to create, just like I did when I was a teenager, have those opportunities and be able to do what they want to do. The Nest provides a head start for youth to create a successful career, and in turn, they can create a prosperous community. They should be excited to network, build in their portfolio, and just have fun. You'll be surrounded by peers with the same interests as you, and it creates the best environment to learn in. The Digital Nest has impacted my career immensely. I've worked part-time at Biz Nest for around 4 years, and during that time, I had other part-time jobs with the guidance of Nest staff. Now with their guidance, I also built a solid resume, portfolio, and network. The Digital Nest classes expanded my knowledge on various tools, and employers always reached out for follow-up interviews or wanted to hire me. I'm currently a communication specialist in multimedia at Alumni ESD in Salem, Oregon, and I am the youngest employee in my department.
All right, well, you just saw 3 inspiring stories from members that are at different parts of the journey. And Remy, or the last one you just saw, one of our alumni doing great work out there. It's people like Remy and the other members have inspired us to do this work. And I know inspire a lot of you to make donations to support the Nest. So I want to thank you all for donating and supporting. We can't do this work without you. We can't have this impact without you. Now we're really excited today because we have another alumni that's with us, and this one's live with us here. Martin Vargas Vega, who is actually one of our first members to ever join the Nest. So welcome, Martin.
Hello. Hi. Thanks, Jacob, for having me.
And when I say one of the first to join the Nest, in fact, he's member number 12, and we have over 3,000 members that have since joined. So you've been with us from the very, very beginning, and now you're in a different stage of your involvement with the Nest. You're actually on our board.
I joined the Nest when it was before we had a location, before anything was really the Nest. And I just kind of joined in off a whim of a presentation that Jacob did, and I'm a board member now, which is really crazy and wild to say.
Yeah, now he's my boss. And so we've actually created a seat. It's the first time. We just did it this past June, actually, where we have an alumni sit on our board of directors. And so we're thrilled that Martin's our first and excited for all the future alumni who'll be sitting on our board and really helping us guide the ship and take us into the future. So Martin, you've been there from the very beginning, and now you're on the board and you're hearing about the plans for growth and expansion. So can you just share how the Nest has impacted you as a person from the community, as a professional? Just share a little bit with us.
It's life-changing. That's the thing that I can say the most. I mean, before I joined the Nest, tech wasn't a thing that I can thought about. Making over 100K was something I thought about. The only thing I thought about before the Nest was, I wanted to help my family out. I wanted to get health insurance, all these like basic things. And not only have I gotten that, but I've been able to make that impact across myself, other people, in different cities, eventually, maybe, hopefully in different states, but it's a world thing now, so.
Yeah, you mentioned it briefly, that you helping other people, and we talk a lot about that here at the Nest. Yeah, it's the skills, and yeah, it's the space and the access to tools, but the biggest impact is the network. Like being a part of something, being part of a group that is now helping each other out and looking out for each other and bringing opportunities. And you've done that for quite a few of our youth coming through the Nest. You've opened the doors for a lot of young people. You want to share a little bit about just that work and what that means to you?
Yeah, I mean, for those of you that maybe don't know, when me and Jacob kind of first started, he was the person that I called, like, hey, I got an interview, or hey, I got rejected. And now it's weird to be on the other side where these people are calling me, and I'm happy to announce for out of the 4 people that we've gotten into the space that are recommended, they've gone full time. Where before we were just happy with one, and now it's exponentially growing. And for all of them and their families and everyone around them, it's changed. We're making that huge economic impact, and they're also paying it forward. It's something that we've kind of created here in the Nest, and it's really nice when they call me and they say, hey, it happened. Like, we got full time, we did what we wanted to do, and it feels like a dream. So
now, one of the people that you helped kind of land a great job was sharing with me recently about a plane trip that him and you were on coming back from Colorado. What was that about, and what was that story?
We grew up here, or we did the Nest together, and maybe the most expensive thing that we did was ordered like a burrito with like salsa or a drink, right? So that's like $15. But to be able to ride back on this trip from Denver, where we met with engineers across the world, and it was calm, and we were just there thinking like, wow, like 2 kids from the city of Watsonville going across to Denver, Colorado, and everything was paid for. If anything, there was so much food in abundance that we could have never even have dreamed about that place. And when we were coming back, I was like, wow, I can't believe we do this as a job. Like someone is paying us to do this. This is part of what the work experience is like, and we would have never thought about that.
And the cool thing about that trip too, it wasn't just the 2 of you. There was 2 other nesters, alumni, at this conference as well, or the summit or retreat.
Yeah. I mean, if there was 100 people there, we took up 5%, which is crazy, because then if you think about the exposure of Latinos or Blacks or just anyone that's a minority in tech, that was a lot. That percentage is a lot greater than what it is right now.
Yeah, especially coming from communities like Watsonville and Salinas. There were 0% a few years ago. Now here we are. Yeah. It's just the beginning, right? Yeah. Now, one of the, we know the impact it's had on you, and we've talked about this a lot. And a few months ago, we had this event that your parents were able to join us at, and you spoke and shared your story in front of your parents. And a lot of what you also spoke about was not only the impact it's having on you personally, but on your family. So can you share a little bit about the impact it's had on your family?
maybe I'm unique, but I think for a lot of people that come from my culture and even the city of Watsonville or Salinas or wherever, your family has to be involved in what you do. At that time when the Nest was an option for me, I had to make an option of whether I just work and continue school, or I take, for me, what was a risk to say, hey, I'm gonna go to this place and try to get new skills. And I incorporated my family into it. And you know, my parents always believed in me, and they were kind of like, what's El Nest? And then I had to tell them it's El Nido. And they're like, okay, so why are we going? And then I was like, there's this guy named Jacob. He's like, Jacobo. And fast forward to now, it's been one of the greatest experiences for them, right? That they get to be involved with the culture of the Nest. It's welcoming. My mom talked about that event all the time where she felt like a celebrity.
That same event, Martin not only shared his story and his parents were there, he actually brought a surprise to me and to the Nest. And it was really cool to see his parents there to experience it. But that night, Martin made a pretty big contribution and commitment to the Nest and paying it forward, like he mentioned, of making sure that this exists for other young people coming up behind him. And so I want to invite you all to join people like Martin and become members and supporters of the Nest and make a donation, whatever meaningful gift it is for you and your family. And on that note, we got one more little surprise. And so in 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds, you're going to find out what that is. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, we have our special guests here today. I'm actually going to have Martin introduce them and ask a very important question to them as well, and that is, what advice do you have for parents that have youth considering joining the Nest?
Yeah, so I've had the pleasure to introduce my parents. So Maria Luisa Vargas is my mom, and then my dad is Tomás Vargas Pineda. Y mamá, so la pregunta es, ¿qué consejo le darías a otros padres que están considerando que sus hijos o hijas empiecen al NES?
Buenas tardes a todos, soy María Vargas. El consejo que yo les daría a los padres, que no tengan miedo en apoyar a sus hijos, invitarlos a que vengan al Next Digital. Mi hijo Martín es el mayor de mi familia. Yo le dije, hijo, yo no te puedo ayudar más, no sé inglés. Busca consejos con tus maestros, con los consejeros. Gracias a Dios, él vino a Next y lo ayudaron mucho. Y padres, no se sientan mal porque no sabemos inglés. Digan a sus hijos que busquen ayuda. La ayuda hay aquí en Next para todos. Viniendo, no tengan miedo a decir, si voy a fracasar, no sé. Lo primero es que vengan aquí. Ya estando aquí, todos les ayudan a sus metas que tienen para salir adelante.
No, sí, eso es bueno. Yeah, and just to summarize, I mean, I'm like teary-eyed looking at. My mom just said, for those that weren't able to understand, is that as a parent and as an immigrant to this country, don't be afraid to come to the Nest, especially if you don't know how to speak English or if you don't know how to use a computer. That the Nest is here to help you, with whatever your dreams are, and don't feel that you have to have some sort of technical knowledge to come here. This place is for everyone, and you're here to succeed, and they're here to help you out.
Well, muchas gracias a todos. Tenemos un regalo para ustedes. So, muchas gracias a ustedes por todo. Gracias a ustedes. So we want to thank their parents, Martin's parents, once again for joining us today. This is the type of impact that your donations make. We want to invite you all to become donors and support the Nest. We have an exciting match this year. With Guy Kawasaki's $50,000 match. So any donations made up to $50,000 will be matched by Guy Kawasaki. Invite you all to come and join us and have impact like you've heard all night tonight. And up next is another little surprise. Wow, I mean, now we know where Martin gets his heart. His
Absolutely.
parents are just beautiful people. And it's pretty incredible just that they've been with us through this entire journey.
Yeah, these 8 years that we've been talking about all program long, they've been here on this ride with you for the majority of those years. So it's amazing to see them. It was amazing to have them. And not only Martin and his family, but you all heard from Shakira, from Remy, from Freddie, members who you can continue to support by donating today and taking advantage of this generous matching challenge that Guy has presented us all with. And with that being said, this is my farewell for the evening. It is my time to say goodbye.
Jenna, it's always so much fun doing this with you.
Yes, I love this birthday.
Yes, it's always great. But stay tuned because we got our annual tradition coming up next.
Bye, everyone.
Hey, everybody. With us again this year is my beautiful family, my daughter, Maribel, my son, Frank, my wife, Joanne, and with us again virtually is my oldest son, Domingo, all the way from Sonoma State. We're here to wish Digital Nest a happy 8th birthday. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you all of you who have tuned in tonight. Thank you to all the crew, the staff, all of you donors who have already made donations tonight. Remember, dollar for dollar being matched by Guy Kawasaki. So thank you all for celebrating another successful year with the Digital Nest.